Well, right now, President Trump is in Texas after those devastating and deadly floods a week ago. Cleanup and rescue operations still ongoing throughout the state and will be for some time. Communities like Kerrville are struggling to get supplies and help in. Jeremy Kurth is a resident of the area. He's been helping with the recovery. He's in Hunt, Texas for us now. Jeremy, we caught up with you earlier this week. What's the situation on the ground now compared to what it was when we first talked to you?
Well, it's significantly better. We've got individuals that have shown up. We've got federal governments here, local governments here. Yeah, everybody's here. It's been nothing short of amazing what has happened since the last time we talked 4 days ago. A lot of hope here now. But yeah, I mean, we're in a state right now where things are getting better, but it's starting to become more clear this is going to take months to fix.
Yeah, well, one thing I know about Texans is no matter how long it takes, they're going to come together and they're going to get it done. So the president is going to be in Kerrville, which is a number of miles away from where you are. He'll probably fly over, I would expect, the River Valley to get a good handle on what the whole situation looks like. What do you hope to hear from the president today?
You know, I think one of the issues that because I'm asking around, what do we need? One of the issues that we're having right now is businesses in the area, which are the lifeblood of this community. We've got restaurants, we've got camps, we've got, countless businesses that are associated with the river, and they're gone. They're just wiped away. I don't see, we're not going to change policy right now, obviously, but the businesses need help too. FEMA's here. They're doing an unbelievable job getting assistance to, folks that have lost their entire homes. I just went through a neighborhood. Every home was wrecked, and everyone that I talked to said, yeah, FEMA's been here. We're in good shape. So, from that standpoint, things are looking really good. The big businesses, there's a camp that I'm very familiar and our friends own. It's called Camp La Junta. It was in shambles. There's just, from my perspective, I don't think there's funding for those guys, and we're getting to the point where we're going to need they need operational money. They need money to keep their people employed. I mean, these are our neighbors in this community, and they got to have income. So it doesn't just impact the camp; it impacts all those that are also employed by them.
Yeah, and as we saw in Asheville, North Carolina, after the devastating hurricane there, a lot of those businesses are still trying to recover. Just to let you know, Jeremy, we've got pictures of the president in Marine One. He's just touched down in Kirk County. He's going to be going to a roundtable with state and local officials about the path forward.
Awesome.
So Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick was on one of our programs earlier. Here's what he said about how he sees the path forward. Listen here.
We'll get the money from the federal government. We'll supply the money from the state. We'll install sirens. We'll improve our warning systems. We'll take care of all of those issues. But it's faith that will get us through this. And I'm always inspired by the strength of the people I know.
So let me get you to respond to what the lieutenant governor there said. He promises that the money will flow. And as you pointed out, it's going to take a lot of money to get folks back on their feet, but also this idea of faith. How important has faith been to you and the people that you know in trying to cope with this tragedy?
Oh, it's everything. I mean, I asked for prayers last time we talked. They're working. I mean, this is a very faithful community. God's first here for sure. And yeah, we're leaning heavily on him. And he's here. I mean, you can truly feel him. So yeah, and there's a lot of churches that are here. There's a lot of people that have come from churches. Yesterday we prayed, 50 of us prayed together. I mean, at a time like this, when people are hurting like this, it just helps so much. And even that one prayer vigil was a big deal.
Yeah. Well, Jeremy, we and everybody here at Fox will continue to pray for you, as will our greater Fox community of viewers. We appreciate the time that you took with us today. Godspeed to you. We hope that the recovery goes well.
All right. Thanks, John.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.